Okay, so this is my September reflection. Um, well, right now I am pretty sore, I'm tired, I'm feeling frustrated. This month I definitely did do a lot of stuff, but at the same time I'm like just so tired. So the biggest thing that happened this month was going to Pittsburgh for the SATE conference. I did a talk at Carnegie Mellon. I went to school there, so it was really cool just talking with. I was an alumni, talking with the students, so it was pretty fun, cool. I saw a lot of my teachers, visited my professors, so that was really fun seeing them as well. And then there was a conference itself, which was cool. I produced like the video that they used to send out to their entire like international list, and even their international trade show thing. They're going to be using my video, so that's really cool. That I produced such an important piece of media for them. But yeah, I had fun. And the other pictures at CMU, blah blah blah. I hung out with my friend James. That was really cool. So after I got back from that conference, I actually worked a 6-day work week for my employer. So I was super tired because after a business trip you're already pretty tired, and then you're working some more. And then that week I actually had this networking event at the Roosevelt Hotel in Hollywood, and that was pretty exhausting as well. So those were just 2 really exhausting weeks, just jam-packed worth of stuff. Yeah. Another thing I did earlier that month was volunteering for this organization called Triple Threat. Basically, they do academics, art, and sports. So I was doing the art stuff, drawing with the kids, and that was really fun. One thing was really cool, met a new friend. I met a girl on OkCupid, went on a date with her to OC Night Market. So I mean, like just looking at it on paper, it seems cool, right? I did speaking at a university, did work, networking, did volunteering, went on a date. That's pretty cool. But I was just so tired, to be honest. And then I even met some friends at a hostel. They're from China, which is really cool. I plan to go to China next month, and hopefully I can hit them up. I want to go to Shanghai. I'll be going to Taiwan and Shanghai next month, so that'll be a cool video. Okay, so those are some like the things. I'm probably just really exhausted this month, as you can see. Next, Greg Pro and Chris Turner studies. I did a lot of Chris Turner studies while I was on the airplane. I also did some Greg Pro studies digitally on the computer, which is really cool. They look great. I'm learning a lot. I'm doing the method where it's like I'm doing one without looking, one with looking, and another with looking correction. It's like memorizing. It's really challenging. And I also worked on this piece for my friend Darren. So yeah, the piece is looking pretty good. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to finish it. Again, I was just super exhausted. And I guess if I were to really reflect, one thing is at work, it's no longer sparking joy. One thing is I haven't been getting along with my coworkers just from like a social level. It's just like, I don't know, I just kind of feel left out. Some of the people I got along with kind of left, and then now I'm kind of awkward. Yeah, I was just thinking, like, I feel like if I really want to take my game to the next level, I'll need to be with other really passionate artists who are masters at their craft. And I think my next stepping stone is probably going to be at Imagineering, where I can work with my heroes like Chris Turner and Greg Pro. So I mean, that's something I haven't really thought of. But yeah, if I go to Imagineering, I think what they'll definitely want is really good storytelling. They're gonna want masterful art, because Disney is known for their art, and also innovation and creativity that probably wouldn't hurt. Okay. Another thing I want to talk about that was on my list is it's not here, but it was like sex talks. Being more comfortable with like a sexual lifestyle, but having a fun, healthy, responsible thing. So one thing that I did do recently that was pretty cool was I downloaded all these TED Talks on sex, on desire, and I learned a lot. One of the quotes was sex. Well, basically, one thing that was saying, maybe it's obvious to you, it's like desire is the opposite of need, and nurturing, like love and desire, they're kind of like almost opposites. And it's hard to have both, but you can. But anyways, this is what's interesting. It was sex is not what you do, but a place you go to. It's like you find it within yourself. And I was like, oh, that's so interesting, because it's like bringing out something in yourself. And that was an interesting and fresh way to look at it. But I think overall with sex, I've really been challenging myself this month to talk about it more. When I went on a date with a girl and some of my female friends, my close female friends, I've just been asking them questions about sex, like, oh, like, do you do this? Like, what do you, like, do you watch porn, masturbation? Like, a lot of stuff that I might feel kind of embarrassed to talk about, I would just like talk about it, and not in like a raunchy way, but just in a almost like curious way. And it's like, what do you, and yeah, it was just going out of my comfort zone. I can sense I'm uncomfortable now, but definitely, I think the more you talk about it, the more comfortable you'll be with the topic. But what was really funny was last month in August, I did a lot of stuff with friends, and I was really happy. If you look at my monthly reflection, for some reason, I think because I switched into kind of like passionate work mode, I stopped being really relaxed and easygoing, and it kind of became hard and rigid. And for some reason, all my friends, even my good friends, I felt like there was some kind of tension, or I didn't get along with them, or something like that. Something about the energy just changed. And yeah, it was really weird. Some highlights, I guess, with friends are playing basketball with my friend Richard. He's been teaching me so much, and these are some of my early clips, and I've been getting so much better, just thanks to practicing with him and stuff like that. It's been great.
Did you read that? So right there, record that. So, what happened?
One thing that was pretty interesting, even though it was kind of weird, was when we were playing basketball, he was dribbling the ball and he knocked me over. And then what happened was I got like really angry, and it was probably like the adrenaline, it was probably like the ego, because I got knocked over and I was embarrassed and stuff. But then from that moment forward, I was like angry, and when I played basketball, I was like so much better. It was like the best game I ever played. At one point, I was even beating Richard like 7-3, but he caught up and he beat me like 11-7. But that was like the first time I was ever ahead of him, and I realized if I just had that conviction and strength, I could just do so much more. I try so much harder, And I don't know, like, am I an easygoing, kind, compassionate person? Maybe, maybe not. I think a part of me is really like passionate, and it's really aggressive and stuff like that. And sometimes I'm not really sure who I am. I'm trying to balance the both, and I'm like, I don't know. But a part of me really likes working. It really likes excelling at things. And the other part of me, I think I want to be something I'm not. Maybe I want to like take it easy, because that's what I like in other people. But I think that's a question I want to ask myself: being easygoing or passionate about work? Yeah. Yeah, I think that's enough for this month. Okay, bye.